Hello everybody, welcome back. I don't even know what day it is. It's a day today. It's Tuesday, I think. No, it's Monday. Oh, I wish it was. No, I don't. I wish it was Friday. Hello everybody, how are you guys all doing? Welcome. Hello. We are doing Ace Attorney. I hope you guys are staying safe in this time of crisis with the whole coronavirus situation. I hope you guys are also nicely quarantined and don't spread this disease. Meanwhile, I work at a school, so kids are just spreading disease everywhere. But it's okay. I'm not salty or anything. As he lies. Okay, so we are going back to Ace Attorney. So last time, what happened in Ace Attorney? It's been a week. So obviously we actually played it. In Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright is on the case right now against this guy, Steel Samurai, and apparently he's been done for murder, but I don't think he did it. We were just looking at clues for a studio, and finally I think we're almost at the trial now. I think we're like just gathering the rest of the clues, and we're gonna hit into trial. Anyway, let's continue. How's everybody doing? No sound? No sound? Hello? Hello? What do you mean there's no sound? Sound in? Cool. We're good. We're good to go. Oh, no game audio. What? You guys not hear this? Bum, 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 bum. I opened 2 bots. So let's go! Objection! Turnabout Samurai. October 18th, 10 AM, District Court courtroom, number 4. Okay, cool. Are we playing this with a controller? Oh, we are, aren't we? It just makes it easier for me. Anyway, court is now in session. Okay. What voice did we do for this guy again? It's kind of a low, deep voice. Okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Who do you think the murderer is? We actually don't know who are the suspects. Let's have a look at the profiles. So right now we got Will Powers. Did he actually do it? Security lady. Jack Hammer killed himself, maybe? The assistant, Penny Nichols. Okay. She's looking guilty, actually. We gotta actually look at some evidence. We never know in this game. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I caught a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Oh, there he is. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court.
Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here.
To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? See? This here is the employee area. The actor did a run-through of their action scene during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studio. The security lady that works at the studio was here at 1 PM on that day. That's the voice I'm going with. Past the security station, there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 PM, a security lady got to the guard station. The security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 PM. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 PM. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again?
Should I listen to that whole thing again?
We got it, right?
Skip it. I think I can probably remember that. It's probably a bad mistake, or maybe I should have done it again.
So, the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval.
Samurai spear added to the court record. This spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question, and that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see?
Understood.
Let's call the security officer to the stand. Man, Edgeworth is like same age as me. Feels bad, man. Will the witness declare her name? ... My, aren't you a handsome fella? I'm afraid I'm a little bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie. No need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. This... Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say the names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Wendy Oldbag? That is actually her name. It's dusty in my room. I had to mute that. I sneezed a little bit. Oh no, it's the corona. I guess sneezing isn't one of the symptoms. Is sneezing a symptom? Maybe. Anyway. Wendy Oldbag, dear. So just call me Oldbag. I'm a young Oldbag. It's okay. Okay. Alright. I can't read this fast. Objection! Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony.
Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, sir, I was. And
To get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you?
you know your stuff, dearie.
Dot, dot, dot. You may begin your testimony.
She sure is one hell of a old bag. Witness testimony. Let's see what she says. Boom, boom, boom. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest has been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then till 5 o'clock. Now the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right past me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. Alright, here we go. Cross-examination. My favorite part. Witness account. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Why were you late? Hold it! So up until that time, anyone who wanted to go into the studio? Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You need an employee keycard to get in. Right, the keycard that I have. So, what she's saying is, no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studio when you arrived at the guard station? Poor old Hammer and the rest of had been doing a run through there since the morning. Well, I had some errands to run that morning. Hold it! What kind of errands? Yeah, exactly. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Slap my table. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers observing, you know. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run through. Always. Never missed one in all my years. Wow. I want to see a Steel Samurai run through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. When I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from there until 5 p.m. Now the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked past by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man there, and he was heading towards the studio. How can you be sure it was him? Hold it. So you saw Mr. Powers? That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'd say it again, it was him. Alright, time to pull out my secret weapon. Time to slam her with the power shot. Powers? Question mark photo? Taken at the gate between the entrance and the studio. 2 p.m. Let's check it first. So it was meant to be Powers' costume, but not actually him. Alright, let's go. Objection! Let me get this straight. Oh, bag. Ms. Oh, bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. Dot dot dot. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo-Ode, Tokyo. Miss Obag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Dot dot dot. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Power does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Power is the Steel Samurai! I should move my cam, I just realized I've been playing the game while my cam was hiding some of the text. There you go. It's better. A Phoenix Wright point at me. Dot dot dot. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please, make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me, this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Dot, dot, dot. Wow. Old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear your proof then. Okay. Dun 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 dun. The man in the photo. I never said anything. I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Power drift and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers happy? Uh-oh.
So he had sprained his ankle? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
She's got to be hiding something. I press her until she squeals. Alright, let's do this. I never saw anything. I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. What kind of props? He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear? The murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court records. The murder weapon, a break in the staff, has been mended with duct tape. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not as bad as he couldn't walk around. Not so bad he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers happy. I saw Powers trip and fall. What do we have to press her with? We got the picture. We can check the picture. Mended with duct tapes. Key card. Key card for studio employees grants entry in the Studio 1. Okay. Guide map. Autopsy. Pierced through the chest by a spear. Damn, I got nothing on her. He broke one of the prop. It was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. You can see him dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. It's a still photo. How can you tell? Are you absolutely sure? Let's take a look at the photo, picture again. So he was walking strangely because he was injured.
It does look like he was dragging his foot.
See? Okay. See? You didn't trust me, whippersnapper. That's how I knew it was, Powers. Happy? He broke one of the prop. It was a big mess. Hold it! He broke a prop? Sure he did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear. The murder weapon. Luckily I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I feel like... Look at the picture. That spear wasn't broken. Right? There's no duct tape on that, I don't think. Maybe it does. The murder weapon. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Should we take a risk here? I feel like we should take a risk here. I'm gonna go for the samurai spear and say it doesn't have duct tape on the murder weapon. Objection! This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations. Damn it! I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Oh no, that was our first mess up in the game, I think. Maybe we can press on that and say, how do you know? Still, you can't look at this and say it's Mr. Powers. God damn it, Edgewood. Yes, but only Mr. Powers would have been dragging his legs. He has a point. It does seem quite likely that it was Powers. There's gotta be more to this. I better keep pressing her. I saw Powers fall and trip. That morning during the run-through of the action scene. I never said anything I don't mean, mind you. I don't know. What do I do here? That morning during the run-through of the action scene. Powers tripped and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankles bad. You see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? Well, Nick, find any glaring contradictions? Well, she seems pretty sure that was Powers in that photo. I guess I'll just press her and see if I can shake her conviction. I'll press her on this. Whippersnapper! Hey, I haven't said anything yet. I have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I said is on the straight and narrow, and you today always whining. Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgewood has met his match. That morning during the run-through of the action scene. Why were you there again? Who was present at that run-through? Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai. Then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me. And what exactly were you doing? Observing, just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she went off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through and she didn't see the run-through then. I saw Powers trip and fall. He's dragging one leg. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Mr. Powers' ankle was badly sprained. Not as bad as he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch, thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he was walking. Dragging his foot, okay. I think we heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is...
Where is this steel samurai costume now?
Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Your Honor? Object. See what happens. Object. I'm gonna object. Hold it right there! We keep talking possibilities, but we have to argue that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also.
Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Witness testimony. Continue. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have been the steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
This old bag. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True? True. The only person I saw go to the studio before then, it was Will Powers. Hold it! We determined that. Are you absolutely sure? Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quiet, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody suspicious looking. Right. Nobody else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going to the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let them have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy. Oh, Windbag sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean. Old Windbags with the balls. Old Windbag has a way of skipping over important details after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? Time of poor Hammer's death. 2:30 p.m. True. Hold it. How do you know that? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything. I see. Detective Gunship shared his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. No one else went there. Let's check this map. Employee area. Ah, where the gate is, where the camera. What if someone's from Studio 2? Could go there without getting caught. Objection! Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I didn't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Whoops, that didn't go so well. Ah, oh, damn it. What the hell? If they had it, I would have seen them. Autopsy. Pierced through the chest by spear. Guide map. Employee keycard for studio. Uh-oh. Oh, Windback sure has balls. Oh, well, you know what I mean. Okay, we read this already. Oops. We did this. Hey, didn't I just explain? I gave the donuts to the young detective, and then had this some rubbish about it in the secret. Okay. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quiet, Sonny. Nobody's suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody's suspicious looking, right? Nobody went there. Nobody else went there. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1 PM? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate, so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. I don't know how to explain this. Employee keycard? Really? Objection overruled again? We are actually dying. I don't know. This old lady has got a solid alibi. It's got solid proof. Maybe he did do it. Oh god, maybe he did do it. Damn, I actually don't know. Employee area, dressing room, gate, main gate. What about this? Powers photo? Objection! Hold on! Look at this photograph! One more time. Look at this photograph. Every time it makes me laugh. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studio, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here, I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, anyway, it also is true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we may have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photos, I printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo 2. Where's the first photo? Even I know it means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says Photo 2. Photo 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo 1? If it really was the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I wanted to ask the witness. This evidence shows that no one but 2 people went to the studio that day. I like how he just smacks the evidence. Yet, there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data from the other photo? Only someone with access to the security lady Only someone with access. The security lady herself. You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes. That's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these new, fangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Ugh. Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. ... Whippersnapper? Something the matter? Something the matter, Miss Obag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai? Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. I see. Your testimony, please. Alright, let's hear this. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos, records on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one dodo that day. Miss Olbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway. Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. I like how she looks, like, so blankly. Like, just... That's how I look in the morning, honestly. Every day I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photo records and the security camera and check them. So you know who you throw out? How many photos are there, usually? On a day when we're open to the public, we get more than 500 people. But on filming days, Or rehearsal days, well, we don't have much money. We never get more than 50, and that's a big day. Do you back up all the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes, but those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. What isn't suspicious looking? How exactly do you determine what is suspicious looking? What isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Willpower's photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Come to think of it? Couldn't she think of that a little earlier? Classic old windbag maneuver, my... Might be a useful tactic to remember for use in my future career as a windbag. Let's find out more about this erased photo. You aren't suspicious looking. Well, does she remember what it is? Throwing out photos that day. Wait, at the end of the day? When there was a murder that happened? Hold it! Another job? That's right, I checked all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I looked closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes. Do you back up all the security data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. Now, those computers are so frustrating. Wait, the death happens at like 2:30. So when did you clear it out? At the end of the day, right? Every day after I finish my guard duty. Well, the murder happened at 2:30, so you wouldn't have finished your guard duty. Objection! Oh, are you serious? We got it wrong? Oh no. We're down to our last health. Oh no, we have to play this perfectly now. I really thought that was it. Because she says she finishes her work, but there was a murder that happened on the day. So, surely she... I go through the photos, record on the security computer and check them. Oh wait, we're actually gonna die here, because I don't know what to do. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. What is it? Well, who the heck was in the photo you erased? Heh, a fanboy. A fanboy? Still samurai fanboy. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsal from gosh nowhere. They always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in.
Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
What?
The grate has been loose for a while now. That leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They came in through the drain?
I told you, they were freaks. And they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So, on the photo that you erased?
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What? Doesn't mean they didn't murder anyone. Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studio that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop them, can't catch them. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear.
Impossible, I'd think. It's quite heavy.
Right. As I say, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on?
I mean, the boy was there.
That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to reconsider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
Okay, cool.
October 18th.
11 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. Powers?
Yes?
Tell me straight, were you really in the dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good.
Sniff.
You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we gonna do?
First, we'll play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. And it will take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we may lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Sniff. We're back. Court will now reconsider for the trial of Mr. Wellpowers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed.
The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order. Interesting. Let's hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Penalized.
Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder?
The assistant girl, the grade school boy, the security lady. Oh my god, we got one shot. Because look at this, look at our health. The assistant girl or the security lady? Let's go for the assistant girl. Just to throw it on her. Alright, I'm gonna bring her in. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai.
So you're saying the Steel Samurai in the picture is really the assistant?
That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh, bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury? Powers and Paul Hammer were at the run through. Oh, and me. What about the assistants? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. Oh, fuck. The assistants knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. She could look at the Steel Samurai look with that costume. But she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai's walk. She wouldn't have been limp. Ugh! That kind of takes the legs out from under the case.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as I warned you. Oh, we did. As I warned. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. We lost! This case is extremely clear, and I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? I see plenty of room. It's still wide open, no?
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers,
Guilty. Well, there you go.
The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trials at the higher court within a month from today's date. That's all. This court is adjourned.
Well, bad luck, dude. You win some, you lose some, eh? Oh my god, they fully kicked us out of the game. How could this happen to me? How did this happen? Are we going back in? Let's go. Oh wait, when was our last bit? Oh no, you're kidding me. That's at the start of the trial. That's the start of the stream. Can we skip? Oh no, it looks like we have to mash. Oh my god. Oh my lord, no way. That's absolute mental. I can't believe if you die, it's the start of the trial. Hopefully it's better in the later games, but oh my lord. Okay, that's gonna take forever. We should have saved before we made that decision. We actually have to skip every text. Okay, witness testimony. This is the first one, where what happened here? I don't even remember. Okay, here we go. This time maybe we won't lose any health, so we can quickly go back to the area where we were at. There you go. Man, I love it every time like Phoenix Wright slaps the table. Just keeps smacking the table. I freaking love it. Where did we get to? We got to the bit where we have to bring in another witness, right? Damn. I think we gotta hit the holder for every single one here to get past. At least that's what I think. Who was president of the run through? Well, let's see. It was Power, Steel Samurai, and me. Observing. What about the assistant? The assistant wasn't there. God damn it. That's what killed us. Okay, so now we got the evidence for the broken thing. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. God damn. We've done so much stuff. I can't believe the game threw us like this. Okay. We're almost there. This time we should save. Okay. The only person that's supposed to go to the studio was Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. No one else went there. Photo.
This is photo 2. Objection. I'm skipping as fast as possible, like, as fast as I can, to get back to the point where we were. Oh god, like, losing data is the worst. This is the fastest I can mash, guys. And it's crazy, though. I can't believe the game would do that. Not even have, like, little checkpoints before you die. Every day after I finish the guard duty. Okay, so now we're back here. Okay, that's good. Because then he's gonna, like, after this, he's gonna take a break. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Come to think of it. Go for the photo security. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, I remember throwing out that photo one day. So we just need to press on this, right? Objection. Okay, so after the break, they should have, when the judge said a break, we should have saved that. Oh my god, so much text. Alright, good. Alright, let's do a save. Let's do a quick save. So we don't lose this progress. Save. Do you think anybody actually plays like visual novels like this? Just kind of like mash the button, get through everything, and then game over. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Bowers. Finally. Alright. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, beware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person, other than Mr. Powers, that could have committed the murder? It would have been the security lady then. Because she had plenty of time. It was the security lady, Wendy Olbag. Who? I watched another streamer who ended up having to go through the same thing. That's crazy, because it's hard. It is hard. It gets harder and harder. This is only episode 3, I think. So it gets more and more difficult. And I'm already dying, so... Damn. The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through, there was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper. Is it actually her? Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag! It's Miss Oldbag to you. Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. Sherlock Holmes 2! Oh man. ... That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and something new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have a opinion on this matter? ... The prosecution has no meaningful objection at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Press further. Give Granny a break. Let's press further. What are they gonna do, eh? The very same reason that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's action on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forgot that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Just wait a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy. The one who photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds, tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it be nice to the kid and mean to your elders, stay whippersnapper? I have proof. Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder. Keycard? Keycard for studio employees grants the entry into studio. What? Actually, they could climb in through the gate, couldn't they? Couldn't I use this photo again? I mean, he's dragging his one leg, right? How would the boy know? Take that! Take that! Your Honor! The murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible.
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
Huh. The windbag speechless. This has got to be a first.
Very well. This court will suspend proceeding on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name?
Something, old bag, Your Honor.
Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wait a second. I'm not gonna just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking. I like how Edgeworth is also shocked. Oh, freaking hell. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom?
Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Well, testify.
My lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag, this is critical information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Aren't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. ... No. This is a bad dream. This isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Witness the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Well, who were they then? Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something? So you were told not to talk? That's right. By the studio and the TV big rig. No less. Yo, Caddy, what's up? Hi. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. Who are they? Hold it. Who are these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? How's it going? Good. Kinda. I still got work tomorrow. Everybody's in quarantine. I'm kinda jealous. You know what I mean? Everybody's in quarantine and self-isolation and stuff, and they're having the time of their life just staying at home, you know, having like spaghetti bolognese or something for dinner, and then, you know, I'm kind of jealous. We're all gonna go mental in a few weeks. What? It sounds like the dream. I have so much in my backlog to get through, video games wise. I can sit here and play games forever, honestly. The director. Maybe if we got south isolated or quarantined or something, we can finish some games, you know. We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of the action scene without a director? Yeah, that makes sense. Tomorrow will be my first day working from home. I mean, it's like, this is what people say, right? It's time to prove that you can work at home. So then, in future, you could just tell your bosses, like, oh, you remember that time in the coronavirus and we worked from home? Can I take the, you know, this week off? I'm not feeling too well. I can still work from home and stuff like that. You tell them you can get the work in on a time and stuff like that. You know, it's like kind of like a trust thing, isn't it? Double-edged sword, really. If you don't do any work, then you know your boss next time will let you do this. Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So, where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that. Where? In the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2. There was a Studio 2. I mean, yeah, money-wise, it's actually crazy too. Everything. The government should subsidize money. They should have like some kind of disaster fund, right? Every government. I mean, I play city builder, so I know about this. Okay, they should have a disaster fund ready for disasters, and use the money for this disaster in times like this, crisis like this. Tess? Caddy, did you change your name? Fun size Caddy. Yo, Pog. Okay, cool. I probably don't remember it. Like, that's gonna be you. But, there you go. Caddy has changed your name. New name. Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate, and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I already asked all my questions, but continue cross-examination. Alright, let's have a look at this. They say they have nothing to do with it, see? And you just believe them? Miss Olbag! This is a trial for murder! I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. So there's bribery going on? What the hell? Treasury bonds and interest rates. I mean, it's not enough. It's not enough from the government. There should be more. I heard they're giving cash away in Asian countries, right? In Asia, they're giving like actual cash, like just like 10 grand or something, or something like that. I heard it somewhere on Twitter. So you got your bonus and you still talked? I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. Let's continue. I guess there's no harm in getting as much information as I can. So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. If you're gonna accuse me, I'm gonna let them, I'm not getting them scot-free. Okay, what about this? So, they were actually in the studio? Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. Are they allowed to do that? What the hell? They just left the scene of the crime? I'll kill this woman, I swear it. I feel sorry for Edgeworth, almost. She really left him hanging on this one. But if you're going to accuse me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Okay, so tell us the names. Them? Who are these people? Well, the director and producer, for starter. The director. We should have known that something was fishy. They could have... how could they done a run-through of the action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I'm surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? In the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2. Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I already asked all my questions, but let's take a break then, if we asked all our questions. How come that production assistant didn't say anything? I think she probably got payoff too. We'll have to see. Maybe she's in on it. Maybe she's the killer. I don't know. Your Honor? We have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, we stand here, they could have not be... yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Olberg, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. ... I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceeding in the trial of Mr. Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Adjourned. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Aw, really? It's nothing. Hee. Oh. Or should I... That's my sniffing sound. Well, we'll be going down to the studio to do some more Oh, that's Phoenix Wright's voice. Okay, wrong voice. Wrong voice. Well, we'll be going down to the studio to do some more investigating. We'll have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So, now's my chance to get materials for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really be old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't really think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusations. Okay, let's get down to the studio. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks guys. Sniff. To be continued. Maybe we should stop there. I do have work tomorrow, and I think it's a good point maybe to stop. We'll do investigation tomorrow and the trial to finish it off. I think that'd be pretty good. I know it's a super short stream, guys, but man, I'm getting old. Okay, just I got a lot going on tomorrow, and the whole freaking coronavirus situation has everybody on edge. And you know, when you working at a school, it's just mayhem at the moment. That's all I like to say. So I will be ending this stream here. Feels bad, I know, but I'll be back tomorrow. All right. I'll try my best. I'll try my best. All right. Keep it short and sweet. It's better than no stream. Am I right? So we finally got How come it says Caddy's not a mod here on this? On my bot. That's a bit weird. I'll change that. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, we finally got Mr. Powers off the hook a little bit. And turns out in the studio there was 2 other people, the producer and the director. Which is crazy. How can they allow that, right? We need to find out about them tomorrow. Alright, who we're gonna raid? We're gonna raid Antagonizer. He's always raiding this goddamn stream. And I feel sorry for his viewers. Sometimes coming in here and just like listen to me ramble. Please stay for the raid. Please stay for the raid. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright? Goodbye. Good night. Have a wonderful night. And keep safe. Stay safe, everybody. Don't go catching this virus, alright? And I'll see you guys